This is Mamuni. Thank you so much for being Amar Baba.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss how to solve an adjusted trial balance. This is a very important problem and a very uncommon problem. So let's get started. Chalo, shuru kara jak. So this is the problem. The total of the debit of the trial balance of a large boot and shoe repairing firm as on 31st March 2022 is rupees 1,70,000 and that of the credit side is rupees 45,300. তো আমাদের কি দেওয়া আছে debit side total or credit side total. This is a shoe repairing firm. The total of the debit column আমাদের দেওয়া আছে 1,70,000 and total of the credit column হচ্ছে 45,300. After several recheckings, the following errors are discovered. তো অনেকবার রিচেক করার পর কি হয়েছে এরর্সগুলো পাওয়া গেছে ডিসকভার্ড হয়েছে সো হোয়াট আর দ্য এরর্স লেটস গো থ্রু ইট এখানে কারেক্ট ফিগার্স দেওয়া আছে আমাদের দিস আর দ্য কারেক্ট ফিগার্স হিয়ার কারেক্ট ফিগার্স আর গিভেন কারেক্ট ফিগার্স অ্যাজ ইট শুড বি অ্যান্ড হিয়ার ফিগার্স অ্যাজ ইট অ্যাপিয়ার্স ইন দ্য ট্রায়াল ব্যালেন্স তো এখানে যেই ফিগার্সগুলো দেওয়া আছে সেটা ট্রায়াল ব্যালেন্সে যেই ফিগার্সগুলো অ্যাপিয়ার করছে সেটা What is the first account? First account is opening stock. Correct figure 15,100, but it has been written as 15,000. Okay, opening stock has a debit balance, so it should be 15,100. But here, opening stock has been written as 15,000. তার মানে কি rupees 100 কম লেখা হয়েছে ঠিক আছে so we'll have to add rupees 100. Okay, since opening stock is 15,100 and figures shown in the trial balance is 15,000, so rupees 100 has been shown less. 100 rupees কম দেখানো হয়েছে so we'll have to add rupees 100 in the debit column. Why? We have to show plus 100 in the debit column because opening stock has a debit balance. Let's write, then you'll understand. This is not a normal trial balance. This is a very important problem and very uncommon problem. So let's write opening stock. What is the total as per trial balance? Let's write the total first. What is the total of debit column? 1,70,000. What is the total of debit column? 1,70,000. What is the total of credit column? 45,300. The total of debit column 1,70,000 and the total of credit side is 45,300. Okay, so let's go back to the problem. Opening stock. Opening stock should have been written as 15,100 in the debit column because opening stock has a debit balance. But it has been written in the debit column as 15,000. We have to add plus 100 because 100 rupees কম দেখানো হয়েছে. So plus 100. We'll have to do this problem like this. Okay. So we'll have to write opening stock কম দেখানো হয়েছে so what we have to do we'll have to write opening stock understated. Opening stock understated why because 100 rupees কম দেখানো হয়েছে so opening stock understated 15,100 minus 15,000. Understood? So plus 100. So here we have written plus 100. Why opening stock has a debit balance? Because opening stock falls under nominal account. According to nominal account, all losses and expenses debit. Here opening stock is an expense for the business. So opening stock will be debited. Okay. Opening stock should have been 15,100. but in the trial balance they have incorrectly written 15,000. So 100 rupees কম লেখা হয়েছে. So that is the reason we have to add rupees 100 plus 100, and you'll have to write here opening stock understated because 100 rupees কম দেখানো হয়েছে. So 15,100 should have been the correct figure, and they have written the incorrect figure 15,000. So deduct 15,100 minus 15,000, you'll get 100 because আমাকে 100 rupees add করতে হবে, কেন 100 rupees কম দেখানো হয়েছে. So what is the next account? The next account is repairs. Remember this thing. This is a shoe repairing firm. From the point of view of the repairing firm, repairs is an income because ওরা যত shoes repair করবে, cash comes in. From the point of view of the customers, repairs is an expense. Okay, but here we are going to see repairs from the point of view of the firm. ওরা যত repairs করবে ওদের cash আসবে, income বাড়বে. So repairs is an income. So repairs is an income that should have been in the credit column 62,000. They have posted the same amount 62,000, but they have posted 62,000 in the debit column. So what is our job? Our job is to first cancel the amount in the debit column, then again write in the credit column the same amount. Okay? So let's do it. So we'll write repairs being income a credit balance but shown as debit balance. Since this is the trial balance of a shoe repairing firm, we'll see from the point of view of the shoe repairing firm. So repairs is an income. So 62,000 should have been written in the credit column. Instead of writing in the credit column, they have written in the debit column the same amount, 62,000. So what is our job? Our job is to cancel the amount 62,000. First we have to cancel the amount which has been written on the debit side, 62,000. Yet a debit column is 62,000 লেখা ছিল. That is obviously plus 62,000. If we write minus 62,000, তাহলে কি হবে? Cancel হয়ে যাবে. Debit side would become 0. Offset হয়ে যাচ্ছে, cancel হয়ে যাচ্ছে, তাহলে 0 হয়ে যাচ্ছে. Then আমাকে নতুন করে আবার কি লিখতে হবে? We'll have to record in the credit column 62,000. Since repairs is an income from the point of view of the shoe repairing firm. Understood? First, we have to offset 62,000 because they have wrongly written in the debit column. So first we have to cancel the amount. To cancel the amount, we have to write minus 62,000. Repairs should have been written in the credit column as plus 62,000, but they have written wrongly in the debit column as plus 62,000. So we have to cancel the repairs in the debit column. So that is the reason we have written minus 62,000. So plus 62,000 minus 62,000 becomes 0. So cancel হয়ে গেল, offset হয়ে গেল. Now we have to record repairs correctly in the credit column as 62,000. Why repairs has a credit balance? Because repairs comes under nominal account. According to nominal account, all incomes and gains credit. Here, from the point of view of the shoe repairing firm, repairs is an income. So repairs account will be credited. Understood? Now let's see the next account. The next account is rent and rates. 2,200 should have been written. This is the correct figure. Should have been written as 2,200. But they have wrongly written as 2,500. This is the incorrect figure. See, figures as it appears in the trial balance. This is the incorrect figure. So, কি করেছে? Rent and rates should have been written as 2,200. কিন্তু ওরা কি লিখেছে? 2,500. তার মানে 300 extra লিখেছে. 2500 minus 2200, তাহলে আমাদের কাজ কি? রেন্ট অ্যান্ড রেটস অ্যাজ এ ডেবিট ব্যালেন্স। সো ডেবিট ব্যালেন্স আমাদের কি করতে হবে? minus 300, because 300 বেশি লিখেছে। So rent and rates will appear in the debit column. Why? Because rent and rates has a debit balance. So let's write rent and rates overstated. বেশি লিখেছে rent and rates, overstated. বেশি লিখলে overstated, কম লিখলে understated. Okay, বেশি লিখলে overstated, got to use the term overstated. আর যদি কম লিখে তাহলে understated. Rent and rates should have been how much? 2200, but they have written as 2500. 2500, তাহলে মাইনাস করো 2200 কে, that means 300 they have written as extra. Understood? 2200 should have been the figure, but they have written as 2500. So minus 300 করো, তাহলে আমার exact figure এসে যাচ্ছে। Why rent and rates has a debit balance? Because rent and rates comes under nominal account. According to nominal account, all losses and expenses debit. So here rent and rates is an expense for the business. So rent and rates will be debited. Understood? So let's see the next account. The next account is sundry creditors. Sundry creditors should have been 6100, but they have wrongly written as 6000. তার মানে কি 100 কম লিখেছে। So they have written 100 less. So we'll have to write in the credit column plus 100. Why in the credit column? Because sundry creditors has a credit balance. Sundry creditors has a credit balance. তার মানে যা অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট করব সব ক্রেডিট কলামে। যদি ডেবিট ব্যালেন্স হতো, যা অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট করব সেটা ডেবিট কলামে। আন্ডারস্টুড? সানডে ক্রেডিটর শুড হ্যাভ বিন রিটেন ইন দ্য ক্রেডিট কলাম as 6100, but they have wrongly written as 6000 in the credit column. So আমাকে 100 কি করতে হবে? অ্যাড করতে হবে, plus 100 in the credit column. So let's write sundry creditors understated, কেন 100 rupees কম লিখেছে, understated. So rupees 6100 minus 6000. তো আমরা ক্রেডিট কলামে লিখবো প্লাস 100, কেন কম লিখেছে ওরা। sundry creditors 6100, but they have wrongly written as 6000. Okay, so that is the reason we have written plus 100 in the credit column. Understood? Now let's see the last account. The last account is sundry debtors should have been 8000, but they have wrongly written sundry debtors in the debit column 8400. তার মানে 400 বেশি লিখেছে। So what we have to do? We have to deduct 400 in the debit column. Then it will become 8000. Okay. So let's deduct minus 400 in the debit column. Why? Because sundry debtors has a debit balance. Sundry debtors overstated because বেশি লিখেছে। Sundry debtors overstated. Overstated how much? 8400 minus 8000. আমরা কি লিখব? ডেবিট কলামে minus 400. Okay, but why sundry debtors is debit? Because sundry debtors comes under personal account. According to personal account, the receiver of the benefit is debit. So sundry debtors will be debited. Why sundry creditors is credit? Because sundry creditors comes under personal account. According to personal account, the giver of the benefit is credit. Understood? Now let's calculate the total of debit column and the total of credit column. The total of debit column is 1,07,400 and the total of credit column is also 1,07,400. Okay, so the correct total is 1,07,400. Now the trial balance did tally. Okay, this is the correct total of the trial balance. See, they have asked us to find out, ascertain the correct total of the trial balance. Okay, so the correct total is 1,07,400. So now the trial balance did tally. I hope you understood. This is a very important and uncommon adjusted trial balance problem. Okay? I hope you understood. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your precious time. I sincerely hope this was helpful. And before I fade out, please remember, let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. After all, you can't have a rainbow without a little pain. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe and stay blessed always.